What up, everybody? This is Social Minister Safe, and we're here to explore the white boy. The white guy. Man, matter of fact, white man evil. You heard? The truth of the matter is, the Caucasian people don't even know their own history. They don't even know they call Caucasian because they came from the Caucasus Mountains. Back in the day, they was happy representing their caveman history. You see, back in the 80s, this is what we used to see all the time when we turned on the television. There wasn't none of this white Egypt stuff or this white people from Africa stuff. They was representing their history. The history of the Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains. They don't even know that's why they call Caucasians, because they're from the Caucasus Mountains. I couldn't get enough of seeing the caveman back in the 80s. Everywhere, they was just happy to represent their history. Somewhere down the line, something changed. What is it though?
Now for a discovery which may surprise you. Scientists have found that most of us still have a little bit of a Neanderthal inside us. A study into the DNA of the human subspecies found that they interbred with modern humans tens of thousands of years ago, and their genetic mark remains today. BBC's Palab Ghosh has more on these extraordinary findings.
This is a skull of a modern human, and this is from a Neanderthal. Look closely and you can see that this one has a slightly longer brain case. Most scientists believe that these are two separate species and there wasn't much interaction between the two. But now we know there was interbreeding, and that all non-Africans living today are part Neanderthal, and that all non-Africans living today are part Neanderthal, and that all non-Africans living today are part Neanderthal.
See, God make things for the environment they live in. He make birds for the trees, he make polar bears for the Arctic, just like he made white people for the mountains. You see what I'm saying? A white person cannot go too long without cave diving. Every time you turn around, they diving in caves. They gotta get back to the cave no matter what. They inside a cave exploring, or they're doing bungees off of caves, or they polar caving, or whatever they do. Best believe that they would choose to be around the cave during their recreation time. Now, you ain't gonna see no African American person doing nothing like this. 9 out of 10 of them can't stand caves or can't stand to be around caves. But the Caucasian, every chance he get, he's still around a cave. You think about it. He ain't from no Egypt or Africa. His skin can't even take it. He gets skin cancer, ASAP. But God made black people to have, all of the melanin in their skin so they could deal with that. And the cave is where actually the white man or the Caucasian person grew their love for dogs. It started off when they was hanging with wolves up in the mountains. They learned how to train wolves. And the history go far back when. But they used to be happy to represent their caveman history. Everywhere the Caucasian go though, you really gotta check their stilo. They causing destruction everywhere. They either trying to tame everything, grab them up, throw them in the zoo, or they putting trackers on everything. They're the most unnatural human. I don't even want to call them human. They like aliens on this earth. They can't go nowhere without trying to dominate or have control over everything in the land, in the sea. All of the devastation, big devastation on earth is because of the Caucasian and these brilliant ideas they have. They dominate and destroy the sea animals and then, oil them to death. Then they go around and dress up and call themselves mermaids as a celebration for the domination of the sea. They came to America, killed off the Indians, and then in the 80s, you turned around, you saw the Caucasian people dressed up as cowboys and Indians after they dominated the land through their weapons of mass destruction. They took the identity of everything they ever dominated, if you really check the history. So now they in Africa for the oil, diamonds, and money. What they gonna do? They gonna try to change their image to make it seem like they're the originators of that land. It's mental warfare. If I was your dudes, I wouldn't even pay attention. Because by next year, they're going to be dressing up as Hindus. They already said they from Atlantis. After Area 51, when they supposedly caught that alien saucer, they started dressing up as aliens. They did the Indian thing. They did the Spanish thing. And now they doing the African thing. And by next year, I guarantee you, it'll be the Hindu thing. Or maybe the Philippine thing. Nah. Oh, yo, but you already see them dressing up as Muslims too, right? So they doing the Iraqi thing right now. Just give it a minute. Don't pay these nerds no attention. Just keep moving.